Hello and welcome to the video with me, Winner and Jay's picking up where I left off last time, where I started this series as Portugal and took over the entirety of the Iberian Peninsula, pushed into France and North Africa, so I could form the Empire Sardines here, in which the only lands I actually needed for this is literally just the coastal provinces of all the lands I control pretty much. I did not need to push inland at all over here in Africa or very much over here in the Iberian Peninsula either. And didn't need all this over here in France. Only needed the coastal stuff. But yeah, this just looks better obviously than trying to control all the entire coastline but not anything inland. So yeah. Beginning of this episode, I think I'm probably just going to go through, get buildings built right quick so I can easily afford to have a larger army. Considering, yeah, I'm going to be expanding quite a bit in this episode, I'm pretty sure. I'll be pushing into Europe without question. France is going to be destroyed very quickly. I'll probably be taking over the entirety of Italy as well very quickly, and taking a lot of North Africa. Not sure if I'm going to be moving over into the Americas, but I might end up doing that in this episode. Not entirely sure about that. But, yeah. I'm just going to quickly get to work on getting all that economy stuff done so I can easily afford to have a large army, so I'll just quickly get that done right now. Alright, so I'm not actually sure how much time has gone by. Let's see. Only 110 years. Damn. Only 110 years actually went by while I was doing all that. Got all buildings built, obviously. Pretty much maxed out infrastructure and economy. And now have 30 armies, up from the 2 that I had earlier. So, yeah. I don't think I'm going to have a single problem when it comes to wars in this episode. So, yeah. Let's see. What countries do I actually want to go after first here? I think I will go after Tunis. Go into Africa. Get this stuff done. And yeah, that's going to be over very quickly. Yeah, Tunis already fully occupied. My troops are going over to take over the Mamluks now. Damn. That was quick. So, obviously, take all land off of Tunis. Don't really care too much about the rest of the stuff currently. I also take that there off the Mamluks, purely because it's just random 2 provinces down there that they can control for some reason. But now, I guess, take all of them, and just finish off the rest of the stuff around here. Going towards them allows me to deal with Alexandria as well, which is great. And there we go. And that is also done now. So, let's get this stuff all cleaned up. I think I'll let Alexandria continue existing over there. For now, at least. Or... actually, no, what? No. Take them over. Sell the lands to Mamluks instead. That way, this country kind of gets its independence because they were a vassal of Alexandria. Didn't want Alexandria to continue existing while having no way to actually control this vassal. So, yeah, there we go. Pretty much have the entirety of North Africa under my control now already. Great. Okay, so I guess I'll go for you next, right there. Which I'll wipe you completely off the map. Now when it comes to Frisia there, I guess I'll leave them be. I don't really see a need to do anything there, but I will take that province and sell it to that country just to clean that border up ever so slightly. Now when it comes to these provinces out here, honestly I'm not sure. What do I do with them? Okay, I think that's good. Sold a bunch of those to Siberia, to Serbia. They're mostly just due to the fact that they do control that island. So, Yeah, I guess that kind of gives them a little bit of justification to have more of these islands or something. Otherwise, the rest of it kind of went to them along with their vassal there. So, I guess that is that stuff done for right now. And I am now waiting for a coalition to form, now that my aggressive expansion is over 100. Alright, doesn't look like they're going to form a coalition for whatever reason. Great. So, in that case, I'll just continue these wars here. Take over those little two countries there. Okay, so there we go, I guess. That is done. I'll kind of take this stuff here and sell it to Milan, I think. Just to clean those borders up a little bit more. Otherwise, yeah. That's all I'm doing, I guess. Well, I could have done something up here to clean this crap up, but I'm just going to ignore that, considering that's over there right now. I don't have too much of an interest in it. Now, could you lot form a coalition already? Please. Okay, I guess I'll go toward France next. And there we go. Take France over completely, and I'll go and clean up these borders over here as well. As much as I can, at least. There we go. Good. Looks a bit better, I think, over here. With those borders. Now, you are next. Just go ahead and fight this war. Generally, I have no idea what the fuck is wrong with my armies. I think I may need to restart the game to get them to work properly. But hey, at least they finally formed a coalition against me, I guess. Took them long enough. So obviously, all these countries that border me over here in Africa, plus a bunch of others over here, yes. Nice. And then you got Serbia, Naples are there, all the smaller ones. Honestly, not that bad, I guess. But it is annoying that England is the coalition leader, because that means I'm going to have to take all of this land if I want my troops to actually start going after all the rest of them. I'll take manual control some of these armies to continue working over here, just so they're not going back and forward all the time. Okay, that's all that done, so now it's just the stuff up here to deal with. Going over to Alaska. And there we go. All of England has been fully occupied. So now my troops will start attacking all these other countries. Perfect. Troops are making good progress in Africa. Europe's almost done. Okay, that's done up there. Now they just need to finish up Africa. And I think... well, that is everything. Yep, there we go. So, go ahead and start a little war there, obviously. Good. Now, for the coalition. What do I take in this coalition? Ah, man. Obviously, I think we'll take over all these countries here. Get all that under my control. Take land off of Milan over here as well. Now, I think I'll also go in over here and take over a bunch of Africa. Won't take all the lands, but I'll take most of this. Wiping out most of the countries around here. Actually, you know what? No. I'll take all the lands and then sell what I don't want to be in, I think. Yeah. Okay, I think that's basically what I'm going to do here. I'm taking this stuff off of England over here just to kind of make the borders look ever so slightly better, to be honest, I guess. Getting all this over here in Africa, so Momix and that's Conchero I'm going to be the only survivors over there, but I will probably be selling most of that lands there. And then over here in Europe, obviously taking all of these countries over, all the small ones and everything, and then I'll kind of just clean up these borders here along with this little area. And yeah, that's basically the extent of that bestial rights there, so there we go. Now let's go through and sell lands. Alright, there we go, I think that's good. With these borders over here in Africa. And this in Europe. Though I'm not sure about some this stuff I sold over to them, cause yeah, they're not doing very well by the looks of it currently. Losing wars to them. So borders over there might not look that good soon. But whatever, I guess, for right now. That is all that stuff done. So that is basically all I actually took in that tour. Just cleaning up borders in Europe pretty much, and then expanding a bunch in Africa. Not that bad. Aggressive expansion is over 100 again already. And apparently England's got knocked down to 11th place when they were 2nd. And I only took that little bit of land off of them. How the hell did that happen? I did not do that much to England, so how the fuck did they fall so much in ranking? Because for them to fall that far would have required them losing over 1,000 prestige, and there was no way the land I took and sold to Haida there was 1,000 prestige worth of land. What the hell? Whatever, I guess. Haida's actually the one that started that tour, huh? Okay. Well, whatever. Don't think anyone's going to form a coalition. Yeah. Aggressive expansion back under 100 again. And that war is over. They took this land and that's it. Not that bad, I guess. So, 3 years until those peace treaties are over currently. Do I want to go ahead and see if I can get another coalition started right now, or do I wait for those peace treaties to end? Well, there's only a year left now at this point, so I may as well just go ahead and start fighting some wars, I guess. So start taking over some of these minor countries around here. There. Go to war with all of them, I guess. But apparently that also means I'm at war with England. Because they had an alliance with them. Okay. Got it. And Frisia just went and formed a coalition, apparently. Okay. Honestly, I don't really care that much. I can handle this pretty easily. Don't know why I'm at war with... No. Some of these I don't know why I'm at war with them. Especially them. Why are they at war with me? But Hungary, I guess I can kind of understand or something. Come on. Want y'all to get over here and finish this stuff up right quick. Okay, they're taking over Lubeck there. Good. How are they doing over here? They barely even done anything at all. Got it. Well, they have got most of Europe under their control. Not bad. And that is now Europe complete. Now they can go and try and finish off Africa. There we go. So now I guess they're all going over here. Great. And I will obviously start trying to clean up a lot more of this stuff since I'll have the chance to do it. Okay, you need to go back over here and finish off this stuff due to them taking all that land back. Some of you need to stay over here though. Alright. There we go. That is officially everything fully under my control. So, let's go through and end the wars. Do I meant to worth this one? Yeah, whatever. I'll just clean up the borders, I guess, in that case. Okay, there we go. That's all the smaller wars done, so now it is time to figure out what I'm going to do when it comes to coalition. So, I'll take Orbian, for sure. Now, I could also go and take all this land here, just to kinda take them down a bit. Kinda cut them off right there or something. Yeah. I guess some of this extra land over here could go to the Malmix if I don't take them over completely. There. I think that's all I'll do. Just to really push the Malmix back over there. Now, over here in Europe, let's see. I think I'll take our Milan and all of Italy. Which I guess means I'll also go through and take all of this stuff. Okay. There. Didn't really expect me doing this, but I'll just take over all of that land. Of course, this stuff here I guess I'll be selling to them. Some of the land around here I think will probably be sold to Brandenburg. But, yeah, that's pretty much what I'm doing there, I guess. So now over to the Americas, in which I will take that stuff so I can sell it to Britain. So it can all go to England so this stuff can get cleaned up. Now, wipe out this country with these absolutely horrible borders. And all these countries over here. Hungary, you will lose your colonies too. I honestly don't even know why you have colonies. Especially considering you don't have any land over there. But whatever, I guess. So, I think that is it for this bestial. There we go. Now, go through, sell lands I don't actually want currently. Alright, there we go. Better, I think. So, that's the borders they got over here currently. And this is North America now. England looks much better with what they have. It's all actually connected to each other at this point. I just need to kind of consolidate New England kind of and Michigan around there. And that will be perfect. But yeah, I think for right now though, I will kind of just... What do I actually do currently? Kind of want to take out those small countries I kind of completely surround, to be honest. I guess I could do that right now. Let's go ahead and wipe them out. There. That should be good, I think. And there's coalition. Alright. Mombasa. They are the coalition leader, eh? Alright then. Okay. Not that much enough for good to fight, that's for sure. And don't really have a lot over here either. More of Europe is at war with me, including Poland. And also Sweden. I could finish cleaning up most of this stuff. That's nice. Okay. So, I guess fight this war and maybe that could be the end of the episode, possibly. Not exactly entirely sure, but I think I will actually finish off the Malmux over here. All the rest of the land I don't really care about, I can just sell to Syria or something. Kinda like to take over Ethiopia considering, yeah, the color of their country is a bit too similar to mine, I think. Almost done with Europe, kind of. Got all of Sweden to deal with over there, pretty much still. That's Africa done. Currently. Honestly, a bit surprised by how much my troops have done over here. And that is Europe complete. How quickly can my troops finish off North America? Okay, looks like it's done. Good. So, let's go through and get the peace deals. Okay, now for coalition peace deal, in which I will wipe these countries out, or here, I guess. That's an obvious thing I'm going to be doing, while also continuing to push in over here in Africa. And now, with the Middle East area here, I will definitely clean this mess up. Which means the Molmex gets wiped out entirely. And I'll deal with this nonsense as well, with what's left of Wallachia. Because at this point I don't think they should really exist anymore with what they've been reduced to. So get that cleaned up. And over here, I guess I can take this country over completely now. Alright, so there we go. Cleaning things up over here border-wise in North America again. Taking all this stuff, getting the Middle East cleaned up along with this area. Taking that entire area for myself. I'll later clean the area up by taking over these countries. Kinda same thing over here, though I think I'll sell some of this land here to Bohemia. Try and clean that area up. What's left of Norway I will sell to Sweden. And yeah, that's basically it for this peace deal, I think. There we go. So now go through and do all this to sell land. Alright, so that's all I actually took in that coalition apparently. Honestly, not that much land. By the very least, borders look a lot better as far as I'm concerned, especially over here. So, yeah, I guess I will basically see about finishing this episode off by taking those 3 countries over, that country, and also Ethiopia over here. So, 5 countries to take over, and I'll end this episode, I guess. But I know that if I go ahead and do that right now, they'll probably start another coalition, so I think I'll hold off on that currently and improve economy stuff a bit more, recruit more troops and stuff like that, and then I'll do that once aggressive expansion has gotten down to 50 or something at the very least. So yeah, I'm going to get to work on that stuff now. Alright, so took longer than I expected to get all those buildings built, to be honest, but yeah, I'm going to go ahead and fight these last few wars that I want to fight. So go to war with Ethiopia, wipe them out. This country over here got destroyed in a coalition, I think, which I was apparently involved in. But yeah, there we go. Ethiopia gone. So that is that done. I guess I could also go after this country here, just to make borders ever so slightly better. There we go. Good. Now, up here, and deal with this bunch of countries. Go after Bosnia first, and also this country. Don't really like that, but whatever, I guess. So, I got that done. I want to deal with this, but that's of course now going to mean a war against Lubeck again. Okay. So, I guess I'll do that. Go towards Brandenburg. Get this dealt with. And I think I'll finally do something about this as well, and actually sell that to Scotland. Okay, there we go. Now come over here and sell this land back to Scotland. There we go. Now, before I end this episode, I also want to deal with this country, which is apparently a part. Yeah, Holy Roman Empire is still a thing, of course. So yeah, of course I'm at war with them again. Whatever. There we go. I don't actually care about those provinces myself, so sell them to Brandenburg to sort that border out. There you go. Good. So, now, all that's really left around here is this annoying stuff due to Hungary's fall. I'll go to war with you and Slovenia. Get this stuff cleaned up around here too. Apparently Syria lost some land up there. Huh. Alright. Yeah, they ended up losing a war to them and lost quite a bit of land apparently. Oh well. And that is this war done. I'm not exactly sure what I want to do here, but I will. I'll let them keep most of the land. But I'm taking kind of other stuff that they don't really, I don't really think they should have, I guess. So Transylvania gets that stuff right there. I think I'll sell some of this land to Poland right here. But yeah, that's it there, I guess. And then you get to have some of this land back again. Okay. I think now that is good. Nice. So I think that's probably where I'll end this episode. Next episode I will obviously be taking over the rest of the world. And I actually just remembered I didn't actually recruit any troops while I was doing all the economy improvements, so I'll just quickly do that right quick before I end the episode, before I forget. Okay, there. Recruit another 20 armies. So I'm now up to 50, which I should be able to confirm once I recruit all the generals. Yep, 50 armies. Good. So, yeah, that's there is the end of this video, I guess, then. Take over the rest of the world in the next one. And, yeah. I guess I'll probably be finishing off Africa very quickly, considering there really isn't much left here. It's mostly just them, with other smaller countries that I have fought and kind of destroyed already. I'm about to move into the Middle East very quickly as well, and finish off Europe too. Once I start going to Russia, things are going to be a bit more slower, I think, because that's still quite chaotic. Britain, we're here with England. Honestly, when I decide to take them over, I obviously gotta take all this land as well. It's also one of the reasons why I was kind of trying to make England have some good borders over here, because those are going to eventually be my borders. So, yeah. Annoyingly, they for some reason have failed to keep down 2 rebellions over here, so yeah. That's something I'm going to have to deal with eventually, I guess. But that'll be in the next episode. So, yeah, there is the end of this video here. I hope you all enjoyed it, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye-bye.